Let's see how many tips we can give this gold to Kiriko in 15 minutes.
For battle, select your
For
hero.
battle, select your hero. A lot of Kiriko this season. Okay, FPS. Oh, please, more than 70 FPS. Oh, by the way, this is a quick tip. If you see like one or two or three dots over there at FPS, make sure to turn on in options, reduce buffering on, off, and then to on again, so you can have a good frame rate. It happens usually if you just alt tab a lot. It might fix your issue. Okay, probably trying to see the team comp. Kiri works with this, don't have to worry. Kiri works in the majority of situations. This is gold, by the way, 95 FPS. Okay.
I'll find my own path.
Understandable crosshair. I mean, I'm not a big fan. I don't think that there's like any crosshair that will make you aim better. So if it helps you, it helps you. You know, you don't usually like look at a crosshair. Okay, we're gonna be playing on low FPS. 100 FPS should be more than doable. I want to see nice and simple play from you right now. Alright, Lifeweaver is gonna focus primarily on healing your team. He's not gonna be bringing any damage. If you have a Lifeweaver in your team, you gotta think, I have to do more damage than usual.
I'm with you.
Unlucky. Okay, Suzu usage over there could have been spammed out.
Infused with light.
Doing some damage. You can still finish the duel. I would say finish the duel. Go for it, even if you're gonna trade. That's good, that's good. 4 versus 4. Love it. Love the decision. You know you can secure a kill. It's 4 versus 4. Your teammates are just running over there. What's gonna happen otherwise, right? That is super good. You can just TP in right now and Suzu and save your team. Suzuing long distance, I would say, is super risky. If your team is winning the team fight, just TPing in and Suzu is way better because that might result into a kill if you miss the Suzu in that case. One thing that I want to say though in the first team fight is, if you get a pick, if somebody dies from your team, that doesn't mean that you have to like stop walking in front to stop doing damage, right? You can still like be a little bit more aggressive. This is good gameplay, bro. I don't have anything to give you so far. Love the damage, love the healing, climbing back on top. One thing that I wanted to simplify though, because I am seeing this, is that you're not taking damage, but your teammates are taking damage. So in the future, make sure to see your squishies first, right? Your Lifeweaver, your Cassidy, and your Hanzo, and then try and focus on doing like a little bit more to the enemies. Great usage. This is amazing positioning, by the way. We're taking him to the right side, doing some damage to the left. Right now, I will just wait for the Fox. The second I have my ultimate team fight, I don't know if it's one or not. TP and then Fox. Love it, dude. Love it. Okay, to play your life. Maybe TP and drop a Suzu. Again, another small thing over there. TPing in and Suzuing might have been a little bit better. You might have gotten a kill onto the Lucio. Jungle Queen might have been able to walk in a little bit faster before the Suzu decided to travel in. You might have been able to go into high ground. Everything would have been a lot better. One thing that I want to talk about though is in these situations, think about who's the one that's creating the most chaos from the enemy team. Who's the carry in the enemy team, right? And I would say that Pharah is putting a lot of pressure. So you can't do that much to the Pharah. You're doing it now, but what you have to do is try to enable your teammates as much as you can without asking for resources from your teammates if the Pharah is doing stuff to you. So what I'm trying to say is, Pharah is going to spam your teammates, try to save your Suzu from your teammates, and look where Pharah is going to be playing from. Pharah over there overextended, kill is happening, no problem. Love the damage. You can get closer to the enemies right now, right? You can just TP in another long distance Suzu. You TPing in over there would do way better. You know, I know that this is gonna sound probably as a weird tip, but I feel like you love playing this game as an FPS. Well, unfortunately, Overwatch is more of a MOBA FPS, right? This teamfight would have been won 15 seconds ago if you just been closer to the enemies. So this is the weird tip. Try to play some games. Don't tell me you're gonna lose this. Oh my god, no. No, 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 no way. No way! Okay, you get the point, but it's gonna be late. Try to play Brig and Reinhardt and get up close and personal to the enemies. Amazing, sis. Hear about the Pharah? Think about like who she's gonna be shooting at. You're healing the one that she's gonna be shooting at. Try to get closer to them. Two big things that I'm saying, right? First of all, you're playing a little bit too far away. Get nice. This is good. This is good. Teamfight is a certain. Just throw the ultimate. Pocket your team as much as you can. Get in cover. That's what you're doing. You're buying time. That's one thing. Suzu, 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 Suzu. You don't have to TP there. Perfect. Get up the Cassidy. Don't jump that much in team fights, by the way, especially if the enemies are not shooting you. What you're doing is you're just complicating the angles a little bit more to you. So like if you're not being contested and stuff, try to tell yourself to not jump that much because you're just gonna make it a little bit harder for you to win. This is a good VOD, by the way, in gold. The only thing that, a couple of major things that I'm seeing so far in this round. I think this is like probably one of like the better games. Or who knows? Actually, I think next two rounds are gonna be pretty tricky to see. Not gonna be as easy as this one, I mean. So, a couple of things. Number one, I love how you're playing, but there's a little bit of panic here and there. Maybe try to tell yourself when you're fighting to either chew gum, have a toothpick in, maybe drink some tea, or take deep breaths. I know that this is a tip that I give a lot of the times, but I give it primarily when I see that players, I feel like they're playing a little bit stressed, right? And playing like this, which is normal. We all play like this. But the more you get used to this, the less pressure you're gonna feel, the more ice cold you're gonna be playing and make good decisions. So take deep breaths when you're playing. It's gonna make a huge difference. Secondly, try to play melee heroes a little bit to understand that they're not that scary up close, right? So you can just TP in and help your teammates a little bit more rather than staying in the back all the time and playing like you're playing with a sniper, for example. Number three, obviously try to TP in and suzu as much as you can. Gotta go for long distance suzus, because after you TP, you're probably afraid of the enemies being close to you. But the golden goal is after you TP, you gotta go and get into cover. You started the fight by being down one. This is a little bit unlucky. Nice damage over there, trying to hide. You're not greedy at all. You have about the E over there. Cool trick. You can climb over this. If you'd have climbed over that blue thing, you could have just went for the kill. Avoid the E. Going on top. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Ton of damage. See, look all the way, looking all the way over there. This is relax, right? And another trick, again, as I was saying a little bit earlier, think about what the enemy, who is the carry from the enemy team, based on how your teammates are taking damage. It's clearly Faga. If Faga is dead, then you can relax a little bit more with who do you want to use your Suzu for. Playing with Junker Queen, not gonna dive that much into positioning. Usually, like in gold, it's more about basic mechanics rather than amazing like positioning to like outplay the enemies and stuff. Playing this good, but I wanted to get out of here. I wanted to be more in the open. It's fine. Good reloading. Like, see, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? High noon. Try to enable the high noon. TPN and Suzu. Another case in which TPN and Suzu could have saved even the TPN and Suzu. One thing that might help you out a little bit to understand this. If you are here and teammates are here, then the teammates have to wait for the Ofuda to fly over here. But if teammates are here and you are here, then the teammates have to wait this distance for the Ofuda to get to them. So the distance from here to here for the Ofuda, for the healing to travel, might make the difference in you panicking or not, if it's gonna be enough sustain for your teammates or not. The closer you are to them, the faster they're gonna get healed. Another thing that I want to talk about over here is usually 28 to 57% no ultimates are being used. Suzu is one of the biggest abilities in the game that can counter ultimates. You can press tab and try to see what ultimates they have. See, think what ultimates they have and what you can Suzu. For example, Orisa has ult probably, Farah has ultimate. That's a good call out, right? You press tab, you see a little bit, and you think the ultimate that you can Suzu. You don't have to Suzu everything in the world. You don't have to, like, you're in gold right now. But some pretty big things like Orisa, guys, they have Orisa ultimate. You think to yourself, they have Orisa ultimate, I have Suzu, I can counter that. They have Barrage. I'm gonna save Suzu as much as I can for that, right? So you're gonna adapt your playstyle to just survive as much as you can and don't get your Suzu forced because your Suzu got forced a little bit earlier. Teamfight is uncertain, only a couple of seconds remaining. Just focus in right now. It is not your job to deal with Farah. This is almost impossible. But, oh my god. Wait a second. Oh. Too many resources invested into her. You focus.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
I know that Farah is a problem, but your Cassidy and Sojourn I feel can do pretty well against her. It's kind of like you look at your teammates and then if they're safe, you can look at the enemies. Or you hard commit that the fuck try to get a kill, and then help your teammates if you're pretty fast enough. In this case, again, I would recommend just looking at your teammates. They get spammed by Faga, you feel like they're taking a lot of damage, you can suzu them, they're safe. One thing that I can help you though is, what are your teammates? Look up and shoot. Or what are your teammates? Look up and shoot. This is a little bit harder for you because you're only playing on 100 FPS. So maybe flicking so much is a little bit tricky, but maybe finding a workshop code that helps you track vertically I mean, is gonna help your gameplay a lot. From side to side, like your aim in games like Valorant or like in CS, is really good. You know how to move your mouse from left to right. You do not know that well how to move your mouse center and up and diagonally and stuff. So if you want to do workshop codes, try to use the ones that I use for vertical aim training, exclamation mark code in chat, to learn to aim up, to look up. This is where we're struggling a little bit, and this is where a lot of players are struggling. Love the suzu usage right now. When your teammates are up a couple compared to the enemy team, you want to play your life, which is exactly what you're doing. This is great. Nice. Okay, I want to see you do some damage a little bit before the team fight starts. If your teammates are not full HP, it's not your job in this case. You have more, it's Bob's job to heal them up. You have more damage than Bob has long range, because you have no damage fall off while Baptiste has. Zenyatta has no damage fall off. Ana has no damage fall off. Ilagi has damage fall off, but usually she just wants to set up to do damage. Okay, no problem. One trick that I can give you is that if you're playing against Sojourn, view Sojourn as like a soldier, right? Like, don't be that afraid of her at the beginning, but if she's in the fight for like 1 or 2 seconds, be afraid of her. So like, when she's walking, when Sojourn's walking in, she can one-shot you. She's not fully charged, but once she shoots, she gets charged, that's when you're afraid. Why I'm telling you this is because you could look at Sojourn a little bit, or like try to listen to her in the team fight, and then if you feel like your teammates are in the open, maybe you have enough reaction time. If you see that she is charged up, you can see if she's charged up, if she's blue. Same with Zaga, you know if she's charged up, if she just like glows a lot like a Christmas tree. And just suzu preemptively when you feel like the Sojourn would take the shot. For example, now, did you see her blue over there on the side? I saw her in the corner of my eye. Right now, when we're gonna walk main, I'm gonna suzu. Good. Can TP in and suzu and then ult. It could have worked. Nah, I just want you to do the following thing in the future. I love this damage, by the way. You gotta turn around a little bit too greedy after 3 or 4 kunai. Try to look at your teammates if you feel like you cannot secure the kill, or if it's like greedy. So 3, 4, 5 kunai, then look at your teammates always. Even if you still want to go, continue doing it. So look around a little bit more. It's going to help you understand what you got to do a little bit better. Good ultimate there with a Roadhog. Awesome. What I want to say is, primary thing that I want you to do, honestly, these 3 things are going to elevate your gameplay a lot, because I think they're going to cap the point afterwards. The last team, if I'm going to see the mistake. But I have to stress on the following. Do aim training that involves you aiming up and aiming down, not side to side. You're gonna see a huge difference. Number 2, got to play heroes that get up close and personal to the enemies to remove some of the anxiety. She's blue! Suzu. That was a clear example in which you could have suzued. Thank God she didn't like shoot over there, because that might have been a pick. Number 2, try to play heroes that are up close and personal to the enemies. Heroes like Mei, like Reaper, like Brig, like Reinhardt. Just to understand that, to get a little bit of the nerves that you're feeling when you're playing. Number 3, this is more of a mini tip. Try to breathe as much as you can, because I said 3 tips. Try to practically tell yourself to breathe. A tip for this teamfight specifically is, if your DPS or tank is ulting, enable them. Do not enable yourself. Sojourn was ulting. Try to follow your Sojourn in that. See where she's going, rather than try to heal up your tank in that case. And another tip that I had was one that I completely forgot right now because I zoned out. Is, oh yeah, tell yourself to TP and suzu at least 2 or 3 times per game, I would say. 3 times per game, TP and suzu, because this could save you like a lot of team fights. Let's see what happens. In this case, I would not Fox, I'll be honest. I'd wait a little bit, press tab to see if Roadhog has ultimate. If he has ultimate, I would Fox. So this is another tip that I have for you. Pressing tab and thinking if the enemies haven't used ultimate, what you can use your suzu for. And if you have your ultimate, with who you can combo your ultimate with. For example, Roadhog plus Kiriko ult is a good combo. I personally do not keep track of Roadhog being able to ult there. Yeah, this ultimate, good combo, it paid dividends. Awesome. Okay, saw ult, waiting, do not suzu instantly. I don't know if she, I think she ulted actually. You can suzu if they're low, but you're gonna cap the point. Great gameplay. As long as you just do those three big things, play close range heroes, do vertical aim training all the way high up, number 3 TP in and suzu a little bit more, you're gonna get to plat in no time. And then we're gonna see you're probably gonna be doing other things wrong, like for example giving enemies a lot of space, not poking before the fight, not creating off angles enough. But just to help you climb from this rating, these are the stepping stones in your improvement as a player.